Zayn Malik is back with new music, and I'm here to tell you all of my thoughts on that right there. Britney Spears is also back with new music, and yeah, we got some things that we have to talk about. And also, Raquel has finally been spotted from Vanderpump Rules, and she's not filming the show. We have to figure out what is going on with our favorite hoodlums from WeHo. You guys get ready. We've got a jam-packed show, and I'm ready to spill that tea. Come on now, let's get into it.
Manifest, now I'm blessed. Life is sour, then it's sweet, like the lemon with the zest.
Hello, 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 hello. It's me, your homosexual Courtney Revolution, and welcome to another Kiki with BB, home of the Green Chair Chats. This is the pop culture discussion that you have been missing live. And in case you're new here, we love to talk about pop culture, the TV shows, the celebrities, the reality TV, the music, all of the things. Welcome, welcome, and welcome. If you're here watching live with me right now, please tell me where you're watching from and tell me what time it is. And tell me why you're so beautiful and why you're so smart. And while you do that, let me just get myself together because I'm very excited. I love being here live just because I feel like I can look at the screen and see that there are people actively here. When I film throughout the week, in case you guys have missed it, I've been uploading daily. I'm just sitting up here in the studio. So I enjoy hanging out with you guys. I cannot wait to get into these stories. We've got a little bit of Selena, a little bit of Kardashian. Of course, we have a Vanderpump Rules update. We've got Jowsey news. We're talking about reality TV today, you guys. We've also got, what else? We got Britney Spears news, new music news, just sort of in general. And I have a Jamie Foxx update, which I think is a good thing. Now, let me jump on over into the Chizzy chat and see what's going on. Hi, Kershell. Hi, C. Hi, Brittany. Hi, Norisha, Bria, Kershell. Cass and Brittany is tuning in from work from Aruba. Shout out to you, Brittany. Sending all of my love because I'm saving all my love for you. Now, in case you're new here, we like to start the stream off with a little bit of positivity. And it's so weird that this kind of ties into what I do every morning on TikTok Live, which is I give a positive affirmation and sort of generate positivity before we all start our day. So this is not exactly a positive affirmation, but it's more of a little piece of advice. It's not even a hashtag. I just want to let you guys know that it's okay to allow others to see you fail, which I think is something that we don't allow ourselves enough space and enough room to do. It's okay to allow others to see you trip and fall because what people love to see more than the success is more so the journey and the growth on the road to success. So take that little bit of piece of advice with you next time you're feeling cringe, next time you feel like you're being a flop. Just know that people are watching, sure, but they're also enjoying watching you grow. You know how caterpillars are kind of ugly, but we enjoy watching them get up in that cocoon and come out and be a butterfly, unless you're afraid of butterflies. But I'm just saying, that's just an example. Anyway, you guys, let's get into today's stories. If you're ready, go ahead and put some green hearts in the chat, put some crystal balls in the chat. And while you're here, give this video a thumbs up. If you're new, if this is your first time joining us today, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I upload all of the time. I realize I found a way to do it in a way that doesn't make me crazy. So we've been uploading daily. I'll probably take the weekend off, but we'll be right back getting into the tea on Monday. But right now, your time is with me live and in color. Now, let's see who we've got here in the paperwork. It looks like we've got Drake. And you guys, honestly, when it comes to Drake and strange news, I'm never really surprised. I feel like Drake is kind of a quirky individual. He definitely is a massive megastar, obviously a celebrity, A-list celebrity, I would even say, megastar. But when it comes to him doing strange things, I'm just never really all the way surprised. Can I show y'all how he showed up to his concert the other evening, y'all? It was certainly giving DMX, ow, 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 ow. like doggy growl. I don't really understand what's happening here. But Drake showed up with his Rottweiler mask on in New York City. I mean, he was headed to the Barclays Center. I don't really know what else to say. I wanted to ask you guys, though, just because I'm a little curious. If you were attending your own show, and just to be serious, I'm sure that Drake had this mask on because he was trying to avoid the paparazzi on the way to his show. You know, lots of camera flashes. You know what happens when the flashes get in your eyes, you get all them spots, girl. If you were on the way to your own concert and you were trying to avoid the paparazzi, please tell me what animal you would choose to place atop your face. What kind of animal mask would you choose to, avoid the flashes of the paparazzi? I thought it was hilarious, but a little strange, a little strange. It very much was giving me DMX. It was giving me you didn't have any other options. It was giving me the first Cheetah Girls movie where Jackal had put the young ladies in each in the different animal mask. Like that's what it reminded me of. Cass says that she would be a koala. Shout out to Australia. I said on my live on TikTok the other day that I would love to visit Australia. It's like on my bucket list. I got to get out to Australia, have some shrimp on the bobby. C said Drake being into pup play actually tracks. I'm gonna say no comment on that. Messy. Cass said, oh my God, LOL. That was kind of like my reaction. I was like, oh my God, there goes Drake being Drake again. I feel like in 3 weeks, he gonna have some dangly little braids with the little gumball twisties, the little bobos tied on the end, girl. And we're all supposed to just be okay with that. Go off. That's his style. Hi, Papa Smurf. Papa Smurf said no animal would be Darth Vader. I like that. That would also make headlines the same way that this did. So shout out to you for being unique. Okay, you guys, let's circle away from Drake and his shenanigans. Let's talk about Britney Spears. Now, Britney Spears released her brand new song, Mind Your Business, with Will.i.am. And I want to know what we all think. Now, when it comes to the overall message of the song, it's very much another one of those messages to the paparazzi, like leave me alone, mind your business, bitch. Like it's very that, right? But if I'm being honest, and maybe this isn't supposed to be, this is not a Britney Spears comeback single, right? Like I love Britney Spears. Britney Spears' Baby One More Time was the first CD I ever purchased in my entire life. But this to me is like I'm dipping my toes back into the water. Do you get what I'm saying? This is not Hold It Against Me. When Britney came back with Hold It Against Me, I feel like sure, it wasn't the most massive hit on earth, but it was a moment. It was a moment that was impactful. It was a moment that now that I'm talking about it was 10 years ago. I was at my Disney internship when that came out. So that was 10 years ago. Oh my God. So it was okay. After a few sips in the club, will I be shimmying a shoulder and whipping my hair around like Britney? Yes. But is this a song that will have the same impact of like a Oops, I Did It Again, Slave for You, Me Against the Music with Madonna? No. But cute. And I'm glad that Will.i.am helped our good sis Britney get back in the booth, because if anyone has been screaming about Britney getting back in the booth, it has been myself. Kershell said, your skin is glowing, sis. Thank you so much, Kershell. All of my skincare can be found down in the description below in my Amazon storefront. I literally have a whole entire like idea board of all the skincare that I actually like. I just put that on my face before I came on camera. So if you want skin like me, you just gotta head down in the description and go to the Amazon storefront, girl. I know that's right. But shout out to Britney. I am glad that she's back, you guys. I do appreciate that she's trying. I just go in with certain expectations. You know what I mean? And I know that there have been a lot of criticisms online about what they thought it was going to be. And at the end of the day, much like Britney's dancing after she tore that knee up, it never is going to be the same. And I think that that's okay. because we learned to appreciate Britney when she stopped dancing. And I think that we can learn to appreciate Britney when she's just going in the booth to have fun. You know, that's just how I feel about it. But I like Britney. Shout out to her. I want to pivot into Zayn. Zayn is back. It's been a while. It's certainly been a while. And to be honest, I like Zayn's music. And he did this interview sort of like clearing the air. And I think that the interview offered a lot of clarity. Now, when it comes to him returning to this whole entire entertainment industry with music, he's saying that he's still nervous because it's been a few years since he's been on stage, but he feels like he has something to give. He wants to get on stage and be in the midst of all it again. And he says that, you know, the fan support really helped him kind of jump back into things. And what kind of caused him to get back into the music and sit down for an interview was that, you know, he's trying to be a good example for his daughter. You know, he used to be very anxious doing interviews and doing the press circuit and all of those things like that. But at the end of the day, Zayn has an understanding that his daughter is going to one day be able to access all of this media, all of this history. I mean, we all leave a digital footprint, you know, and he just wants to, you know, show his daughter what a good example could look like. You know, I'm sure some of us have parents that weren't great examples, and maybe Zayn just wants to be different. And I think that that is something to be appreciative. Something else I want to mention, because this always comes up when Zayn is discussed, as like the Yolanda thing, right? So they asked Zayn in this interview, like, what's good with you and Yolanda? And Zayn sort of responded, like, the reason why he really didn't want to get into it online or speak on it too much publicly was, honestly, it's such an awkward situation. Why would he? And I felt him on this. He said, like, in so many words, like, family issues need to stay between family, not you, me, and the whole entire world. Ballhead Courtney, y'all in the chat, Madison Hill, E online, Entertainment Tonight. Like, it should just be between family. And y'all, when I tell y'all, I so felt that. And it's one of the things that comes with having such a huge platform, is that when things get out, you know, people feel entitled to have an opinion, me being one of them. You being one of them. That's why we have this platform here. But I did appreciate the fact that he sort of came out and just kept it real. Like, honestly, he was feeling very Britney, mind your business, bitch, about it. And I felt it. I felt it. And the music is good. The Love Like This song is good. I enjoyed the music video. I think that Zayn musically has always been very talented. But I mean, I don't know. We'll have to see. For me, I'm looking for consistency. Like, for me as a fan, I always hate feeling like I'm getting sucked into Zayn and then all of a sudden he disappears for like a few years, you know? What do you guys think? Oh, let me jump into the chat. Okay. See, you're a mess. C said, going back to Britney. C said, no shade to Britney, but it's a flop for me, not gonna lie. You know what? Let me sip this coffee, because not y'all throwing the shade grenades on this here Friday. C said, I'm gonna mind my business, but Britney, I'm gonna act like I ain't hear that. I'm dead. Quincy said, agreed. I just feel like comebacks aren't really comebacks anymore. Nori says, Zayn has a kid. Yes. Zayn has a child with Gigi, right? Gigi Hadid. And then him and Yolanda got into it, girl. Papa Smurf said Zayn is good. I like Zayn. I hate the situation that he was in with the mother. And I don't think that anyone should be putting hands on anybody. Yolanda to Zayn and Zayn to Yolanda. Awkward situation. Amanda said, agree completely. He's a great dad, and I really appreciate that. Cass said, Yolanda villainized that man. Not cool. Stella said, hey, Court. Hey, everyone. So glad I made it. A happy Friday. And yes, I agree. Not everyone needs to know all their business. Just the fam needs to know. And you know what, you guys? I hate when I do this. Like, of course, it's my job to spill the tea on our favorite celebrities. But I hate when I feel like I so get that because I would hide it from someone like me that does this as well, and everyone feels like no one likes to feel like strangers are in their business, right? It's definitely one of the pitfalls of having a platform. I'm gonna support the music. He also mentioned in the interview that when it came to leaving One Direction, y'all know I got a little bit of One Direction tea if I'm going to talk about Zayn. When it came to One Direction, once his mom said, "You're good if you come home, like we good, boy, come home." He said it was like not even a second thought. He didn't care about what no one else thought. It was time for him to go. And he also expressed that, of course, politics were at play, but he also felt like the others may have also been moving in a direction like they might have been wanting to break off and do their own thing, which I thought was tea. And it just so happened that Zayn pulled the trigger first. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at that. If y'all gonna leave anyway, well, girl, go ahead. Let me go ahead and get my little songs out. I'm one of the sexy ones. Like you get what I'm saying? Maybe that was a thought process. But I understand it being stressful. I understand him saying, well, I was around them just about every day for 5 years. Can I be sick of them? Like, you know what I mean? I really try to put myself in the shoes of that, the constant traveling, the recording the album in a van, like you with these five, I'm barely could be around 3 people on vacation, longer than 3 days in 5 years. I'm gonna cut him some slack on that one. Because I just couldn't. Yo, I'm telling you, I'd be sick of people by like outside of like my two to three best friends. I cannot be around people like that. So like even your brothers, right? Zayn, they're like his brothers. 5 years. Ooh. Shout out to you, Zayn. C said it's always been Zayn. Okay, can I expose myself and then we'll move on because we have to talk about more music and then get into the TTT. I at one point, y'all, please don't throw your tomatoes. No, you could throw them. I at one point was such a Liam girl. Oh no, stop. I know, you guys. I know. Please. I loved Liam. I literally went through like a Liam era. The music that he was releasing before the album. The music that he was releasing was good. He had the slow song, "If We Gonna Let Me Down, Slow." A hit. The Strip That Down song. Oh my God, the theme song of my 2017. But y'all, once that album dropped, girl, the music was whack. And then he had the song about the bisexuals I ain't like. Oh my God, that put the worst taste in my mouth. Then I was reading the articles. He was fighting the bouncers outside the club and he had the 2 young girlfriend. And then he went and got all the fillers and now his head looked like a Lego block. So like I couldn't support that no more. Thankfully, I've always been like a double agent. So like I've always loved Liam, but I've always really loved Harry. And kind of like Zayn as well. So like whew, thank God, with one flop, you got something in the back. Okay, now don't judge me, y'all. Don't judge me. Let's move on to. I'm feeling silly today. I have to move on to my girl Ice Spice. Y'all know, obviously, I love Ice Spice. I talk about her on the channel a lot. She's a sensation that sort of blew up over the past year. She's very popular. She's had an insane year for just a celebrity, let alone a hip hop artist. So just to break it down, I mean, this is a young lady who just came out and she secured a collaboration with Taylor Swift, 2 collaborations with Nicki Minaj, one of them currently actually on the Barbie the movie soundtrack. I mean, she's had co-signs from Drake. She's brought out smaller artists that have been around longer than her, like Flo Milli. She's gone and supported other female acts like Sexy Red, that has the Pound Town song. And I'm excited to but I have listened to the deluxe edition of her EP, like ... question mark. And I really liked it a lot, you guys. I think that sometimes fans get so hungry, right? Because there's the hunger for Ice Spice. She's very popular. They want more music. And I enjoyed the fact that she only gave us like maybe 2 or 3 extra songs. It's still an EP, not a full album yet. I'm enjoying seeing her rise. I enjoy the consistency in the music. I enjoy the consistency in the sound. A lot of people saying her music sounds the same. Her music sounds the same. Her music sounds the same. Well, when you have a distinctive sound and you're building a brand, I think that that can be a good thing. I want to be out in Old Navy one day and hear a beat and immediately know it's Ice Spice. I feel, you know who's a really good example of that? And y'all could feel free to hate on her because all my friends hate on her. Ava Max. Ava Max's sound is so distinct to me. You hear them pianos in the beginning of almost every Ava Max song, you're gonna know that's Ava Max. I mean, her hair is symmetrical now, but in my mind, she always gonna have the long high. You know, I don't know. I really enjoy Ice Spice, and I think this Deluxe is a great addition to this sort of like musical legacy that she's building. Sia saying Deli was the Friday release that truly ain't disappoint. Yes, see, I was just about to get into that. See, you right here in the paperwork. This single, I'm going to call it a single. I'm just going to say it's a single. This single that Ice Spice has on this deluxe edition of this EP called Deli is such a banger. She was just seen recently. I think that's where this picture is from. She was just seen recently filming the music video for this song Deli. And I mean, this is a song that's like, bam, 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 bam. Like, it just doesn't sound like anything else that is out in female rap right now. And that is what I'm personally looking for in my female rap artist. I want to hear something different. When Doja Cat released Attention, it grabbed my attention because it didn't sound like everything else that's out right now. I like her. I like Ice Spice. Now, before we pivot, she's not in the paperwork, but I wanted to ask y'all, are y'all missing Megan Thee Stallion? Tell me in the chat if you're missing Megan Thee Stallion. I was in the car the other day on the way to get a nice boba girl and some fried chicken. And I was thinking to myself, I said, wow, there are a lot of women rappers out right now. I almost didn't even notice that we haven't had new music from Megan Thee Stallion in a very, very long time. I know that she's on a hiatus because all of the Tory Lane stuff and she's got to work out stuff with her label. But I was just wondering if y'all like are like, wow, I miss Megan Thee Stallion. We have so many, you know, Sexy Red, you know, Ice Spice, you know, the City Girls, London Hill, Doja Cat, Rico Nasty, Asian Doll, Flo Millie. I mean, we have so many women rappers when for just a period of time, it really felt like the focus was on like Nicki, Megan Thee Stallion, Doja Cat. Like, you know, and there's so many others. Look, Cass said, I can't get on board with the Annie hairstyle though. She doesn't have the Annie hairstyle all the time. For me, I like it just because it's something different. If you're in the Bronx, you'll see a lot of Dominican women have that hairstyle. And so I think that it's something that's representative of where she's from. And I kind of like that, even though there are people, and there's nothing wrong with you disliking it, even though there are people that were so strongly online, like, what does she have on her head? She looks so weird. Da, da, da. She has kind of like stood strong in that because I think it's part of, you know, where she's from. I like it. Cass says, she been gone? I'm dead. Darcy said, looking forward to Ice Spice branching out more. I like her too. Me too, Darcy. Kershell said, yes, where has Megan been? She's been chilling up. She has a new man also, you guys, and he's looking good. Brittany said, Megan doesn't usually pop in my head. See, I was wondering how y'all felt or what y'all thought about that. Crystal said, hi, Corey. I made it live. Hi, Crystal. How you doing? Darcy said, I think Mega's a beautiful woman, but I don't like her music. You know, Darcy, a lot of people feel that way about Saweetie. And I enjoy both Megan and Saweetie's music. Obviously, Megan's a better rapper lyrically than Saweetie, but a lot of people feel like Saweetie should just go to model and influence and stop rapping. But I enjoy the music. I think that not always music has to have a lot of substance. I like a song that's just like, you know, get the man, get the bag, and here's my thong. You know, not all the time, but, you know, we need that. Diversity. Okay. Here we go. Hi, Papa Smurf. Oh my God, thank you. I appreciate that. You guys are so nice to me. Okay, let's talk about someone that has been on my mind lately, and I'm kind of glad that they popped up in the news so that we could talk about them real quick. Where they at? Where they at though? Well, the person is Jamie Foxx. And I want to tell you guys that thankfully, Jamie Foxx, he's doing all right. Thankfully, we're hanging in there. Now, recently, Jamie was clad in a dapper suit as he struck a pose next to a golden Formula One car, branded with insignias from BetMGM, a sports betting venture connected to MGM Resorts. And so he wrote, thankful for my BetMGM family and a great few nights in Vegas. We got big things coming soon. And his daughter also shared a snapshot from the campaign photo shoot on her IG story. And she wrote, year 4 of BetMGM in the books. And she wrote, so proud of you always, Dad. Now, in case you guys don't know, Jamie Foxx had sort of had a really weird health scare. We're still kind of unclear on what happened to him, but he was hospitalized for a period of time. And there was a moment where like things just like weren't looking good. And so, you know, with a lot of reports of like, he's fine, no, he's not, he's fine, no, he's not, he's fine, no, he's not, it's good to just like know for a fact and like see him out in public and like posting on social media himself. Because it was just weird for a minute. So shout out to Jamie Foxx. We're glad you're okay, but don't scare us like that again. We need you. Hi T, good morning. Hey, hi T. I like good news. Shout out to Jamie Foxx. What you said, Darcy? Darcy said, I hope he really is okay. That whole incident was concerning. I agree. It was weird. It was weird. It was like people were being tight-lipped, and then all of a sudden TMZ would get like an update, and the updates were like never really that good. I felt like we were kept in the dark a lot about it, but much like Britney said, much like Zayn said, mind your business, bitch. Amanda said, well, y'all see what Amanda said. Now, I ain't hear all that, but we'll have to wait and see when everything comes out. Hopefully, Jamie will speak out and say, this is what happened. Okay, y'all. Let's get into my moment. Let's talk about Vanderpump Rules. Now, you guys know about the Scandival. I explained it to you last time. We were together, you know, Tom Sandoval, who is next to Brock in the all black with the white up top, cheated on Ariana with everyone's friend, Raquel, right? Everyone was really mad. It was very dramatic. It was a whole entire event on the show. Well, recently the cast went on a cast trip to Arizona, I believe, and a lot of fans are upset over this photo, the one I just had up. I want to put it back up, but I wanted y'all to see my face again. This photo here, because obviously people are upset with Tom Sandoval, but it appears as though he's hanging out with the cast. Now, I saw with my own eyes, you guys, a lot of fans sending tweets to the cast, kind of like, girls, what are you doing? Why are you hanging out with Tom Sandoval? How could you? Blah, 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 blah. And I did see some of the cast members like Sheena responding like, hey, we're out here. And, you know, this is for Lisa Vanderpump, who is the owner of the restaurant they all used to work at. And she's like, you know, come on, guys. Like, let's keep it real. Like, this is for Lisa. You know, we're all on a group trip, etc., etc., etc. And it just seemed as though the fans, like, were really riding the cast hard for hanging out with Tom Sandoval. And to that, I just wanted to put my 2 cents in there and say, you guys, this is a reality show. And on a reality show, you have to interact more times than not with people that you might not necessarily care for. Now, we understand that Tom Sandoval has done a horrible thing. We've dealt him his lashings. We watched him and Raquel get cursed out on the reunion. But I ask, at what point do we not so much let it go, but what point do we move on to a different storyline? Because it can't be 20 episodes, season 11 of Vanderpump Rules, and we're only talking about Tom Sandoval. You get what I'm saying? So although I'm sure the cast is still upset with Tom to a degree, once the producers say, girl, group trip, and Tom is coming with that mustache, then y'all, it's a group trip, and Tom has to come with that mustache. You get what I'm saying? So I just, I thought that was so wild that the fans were getting so up in arms about the cast hanging out despite them being up in arms about the behavior of Tom Sandoval. Now, someone else who has been spotted, the other half of the Scandoval, is Raquel. Bless Raquel, y'all. So Raquel has actually been spotted. She's in Lake Tahoe this week. She didn't really appear to be avoiding the cameras, but she did have on a hat that said, "Be a good person." Now, something that I do find interesting, you guys, about this, even if you don't watch the show, is that she's the biggest part of this scandal, I think, and she is not filming for the show. Like I told you guys, the rest of the cast with Tom, the majority of them, are out on this cast trip. They're filming, things are happening. Raquel is not filming. I don't want Vanderpump Rules without Raquel. Raquel has to come back. Now, I don't know what's going on. Bravo. I don't know if you're not paying Raquel her money, but y'all need to give that girl her money so that we can have our show back. Period. Last piece of Vanderpump Rules update, and this is happy news. James Kennedy got his dog Graham back from Raquel. Him and Raquel used to date. They shared this dog Graham, and James sort of shared this snapshot of him and Graham, and my girl Allie, girl, the one who spilled the tea, hanging out. And I thought that was really heartwarming and cute. So shout out to James Kennedy, shout out to Allie, and shout out to the cast, because those fans were really aggressive when it came to them all hanging out, which to me essentially is them doing their job. Now, Cass said he is so cringe. T said Vanderpump Rules was good. Listen, Vanderpump Rules is really good. Like I've said many times before, for me personally, Vanderpump Rules is in my top 5 favorite Bravo shows, and I just watched it for the first time all the way this year. Excellent television, and I'm very glad that they are nominated for an Emmy. Now, this is Harry Jowsey. We're still talking about some reality girlies just for a moment. I want to get into this sort of interview that Harry Jowsey had recently. In case you guys don't know, Harry Jowsey is from the Netflix reality show called Too Hot to Handle. He's one of the standouts. He's one of the most popular Netflix reality stars in general, literally in general. He's very lovable, very lovely. But unfortunately, he's having some trouble in his dating life. He says that my dating life sucks. I'm very single. He told this to Us Weekly. He said, I know I'm hopeless at relationships, so I think I give up. Now, he recently split from Georgia, who also was on Too Hot to Handle. And Georgia also was on the Netflix reality show Perfect Match. And so they kind of dated for a period of time, but then they eventually called it quit. But they called it quits rather. So Harry was saying he's kind of trying to date more with a purpose instead of just trying to have fun. So he said, when I was away filming, I was like, what is the meaning of life? And I feel like the meaning of life is love, and to have that feeling. So now I've been more focused on just being in love with myself and then also waiting for the right person. He even said he wanted to get married and have kids, which I don't think fans would really expect that if you watched him on Too Hot to Handle or in anything like that. But he says that everyone's different. I think that there may be like some people that, you know, are madly in love with someone, but they love to be open and share or whatever else. But for me, I think it's one person. Like if I'm imagining the mother of my kids, it's one person and it's someone that I want to grow old with. See, I kind of like that. I like that Harry is just being open and honest about his love of love, because I think that too many people, reality stars, celebrities, humans are afraid of just being open with their emotions. And as someone that knows Harry personally, he's very open and vulnerable, and I think that he really is a good guy. So I kind of wanted to talk about that story just because I feel like he kind of gets like a bad rap, or just a bad reputation for a show that he was on years and years ago. Like we saw him date Francesca from the show. Obviously, we saw him date Georgia most recently. And just because those relationships have failed doesn't mean that he's an awful person. In any relationship, it doesn't mean anyone's at fault. But let's hope Harry Jowsey finds the one, y'all. He's a nice guy. Cass says, oh, he seems wholesome. He is wholesome. He's so lovely. Kayla says, hi. Hi, Kayla. Nori said, "We are the fans. Your business is our business." LMAO. Think again. I completely disagree. I keep so much from y'all. As open as I am, y'all know about 2% of my life. Just because it's just none of your business, bitch. Respectfully. But I love Nori, you were too funny. Your business is our business. But yeah, that's my Harry Jowsey update. I think he's adorable. Okay. Real Housewives of New York. Have you seen the reboot, you guys? The reboot is giving. We won't spend too much time, but I just wanted to say really quickly, I'm a real huge fan of Big Housewives, of Real Housewives in general, and I thought that the reboot was actually refreshing. I'm kind of surprised, you guys. I kind of like went into it thinking that I mean, I don't really know what my expectations were, but I think that if you're looking for a show of affluent women that are going to fight over cheese and one of them might hit on your husband, this reboot of Real Housewives of New York is for you. I think that it has a lot of promise and I want to see where it goes. I definitely think that this will be more than one season. You get what I'm saying? The women are very interesting. Not to say the previous women were not, but I think that this particular reboot has promise. And I also think that the other franchises on Bravo in terms of Real Housewives should watch out, because if this is well received, we could see reboots of Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of the OC. I don't know. You gotta watch out. No one is irreplaceable when it comes to reality TV and entertainment overall. I thought it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Cute show. Check it out. I think it comes on Sundays at 9 o'clock on Bravo, or if you have Peacock, just watch it the next day on Monday. Now, who saw Kim Kardashian in the American Horror Story promo? I gagged. And just to keep it real, I have not watched American Horror Story in a very, very, very long time. Maybe since Covet, but I may check this out. Now, season 12 is based on Danielle Valentine's new novel, Delicate Condition, which comes out on August 1st. That's really soon. Now, this follows Anna Alcott, who is convinced a sinister figure is going through great lengths so that she never gives birth. Now, in the new teaser, Kim is seen rocking her long white locks in a black gown as she cradles a baby, all while a creepy version of Rockabye Baby plays in the background. Are you guys still watching American Horror Story? I feel like at one point it was really, really super trendy to watch. It very much was like a big thing, but I feel like it doesn't have the same impact as it once did. I'm not running to watch it at all. In fact, unless something hits the news, like a Kim Kardashian is joining, I think Lisa Rinna from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is also in this, unless a piece of news comes across the paperwork. I don't even think about American Horror Story, but will you watch this? Or are you one of the people that feel like celebrities shouldn't be in my network television? It's so distracting, which is fine. I'm not one of those people, but I'm always curious. Let me see. I'm dead. Amanda said no. Jolie said hotel is fire. Papa Smurf said, whatever happened to the groove off the from 50 years ago. For clarity, everybody, Off the Clock is a collab YouTube channel that I was on 8 to 9 years ago. And for clarity, Papa Smurf, I am no longer friends with Christo. And Ty and Karina, I have not spoken to in 8 years. Just for clarity. Brittany said, I have not watched American Horror Story since the season with Gaga. Oh, you know what, Brittany? I actually turned on maybe that first episode. Gaga had like the Freddy Krueger claw, right? I think I watched that first episode of that. And then I don't think I watched anything after that. I could probably maybe go back and watch that and support Lady Gaga. Hey. Get into it. C, you always got a good opinion. C said, I have my own personal issues with Ryan Murphy and his queer portrayals and his weird obsession with exploiting straight men on screen. But him ignoring the strike in filming is a major ick to me. See, you bring up a very good point. I want to. Are they currently still filming the season, or has the season? Maybe I think you're right. I think I did see an article that said that Ryan Murphy was like going against the something, 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 something. I did remember scrolling past an article about that. And when it comes to the strike, see, it's a very obviously I support 100 million gazillion %, but now I'm making it about me. It's very awkward right now for influencers, personalities, or whatever because if we ever wanted to be part of SAG or anything like that, if I ever wanted to be on a sitcom or like, do anything major outside of this, non-reality TV, then I probably would be blocked from joining SAG if I all of a sudden went to a premiere. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys know like I'll go to like movie premieres. I went to like Legends of the Galaxy premieres, things like that. And I'm getting invites a lot now, and I can't go because I want to support the industry. And it's very tricky because a lot of us don't know what's okay to post, what's not okay to post. Can I put this on my story? Can I not put this on my story? And it's very unfortunate that there are big figures like Ryan Murphy who don't support because, I mean, things can change very quickly and overnight, and that the shoe could be on the other foot. And I'm sure that if Ryan Murphy were in the position of losing his home or not knowing where the money was going to come for next month, that he would want to be supported. You get what I'm saying? So I feel you on that. Kershell said, I stopped watching after Lady Gaga. Thank you, Papa Smurf. And I really appreciate that. You have been around. Like, I'll always recognize your icon. You've been around since before we could even go live on YouTube. You have been around. So thank you. I really appreciate and I love you very, 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 very much. Please know that. Amanda said, I didn't realize a lot of people have issues with Ryan. I get it, though. Oh, yeah, Amanda. Ryan, none of us are perfect, but Ryan Murphy definitely has been involved in some problematic things throughout the years. For sure. Now, I want to ask y'all how we feel about them today. How do we feel about the Kardashians? Because they are getting real. On the Kardashians, Kylie kind of wanted to discuss like how comments from their family affected their self-image. Have you guys ever had a family member that said you need to lose weight, or girl, your head is too big, or your ears is too whatever? It's interesting that they had this conversation, and Kylie kind of kicked off the convo by questioning how her and her sister's influence and power has affected beauty standards of others. And she says, I think I just see so many young girls on the internet now fully editing themselves. And she said that I went through that stage too, and I feel like I'm in a better place, but other people can instill insecurities in you. And then Khloe went on to say that a lot of her insecurities are from other people. And she went on to say that she had the most confidence when she was younger, but grew more critical of herself as she got more famous. So she went on to say, I was chubby and in a skinny bodycon dress, and you couldn't tell me otherwise, she said. And she said, society gave me insecurities. And then Kourtney said that, told Khloe that she wasn't actually chubby. And then Khloe is like, it is like I'm wearing a fat suit. And then Khloe said, who knows, if I never heard mom talk about my nose, if I would ever think I needed a nose job. So then Kourtney went on to say that she has indeed heard Kris talking about Khloe's nose. And then Kylie started saying that she hated her ears growing up because her family always talked about them. She said, I received it like everyone was making fun of my ears, and that effed me up. Interesting. Let me ask you this, you guys. I know that for the most part, obviously, a lot of us can't relate to the Kardashians, which is why we sort of maybe watch them as an escape, right? They're entertaining, right? But do you feel like there are instances where you feel like, they're more like me than I thought? What do you think about that? Let me see what y'all kikiing about. Cass said, I saw Mandy Moore got an 81-cent residual check for This Is Us. Like, what? Cass, I'm gonna tell you right now, straight up. So I was on The Circle, in case you're watching this replay back and you're new. I was on The Circle. I get a residual check that's not that it's don't think like it's some crazy amount, because it's literally like under $100, under $200. But I get a check under $200 for doing one episode of the Netflix after party. After The Circle ended, we came and did like a mini reunion together, me and the finalists. And me and Lisa, we get a check for that. So I don't understand how Mandy Moore, who one is already a celebrity, I'm Missing You Like Candy, number one. Number two, This Is Us was on for mad years, network television, on streaming. I don't understand how she's getting a 81-cent paycheck. Like, that is why like people need to support the strike, because you really don't get it. Like, celebrities, you can be famous, but famous doesn't equate to money. Like, it's not the same. Like, it's just not the same, and people don't get it. Like, you could be on TV. You think these people on Love and Hip Hop is coming out of here making $500,000 an episode? No, they're getting paid $500 to act a fool. $500 an episode to literally act a fool. But they go into it saying, okay, well, the platform, the fame will help catapult me into something else where I can make money. Or a lot of people don't get paid like that, but they'll use the reality show to promote their businesses. That's why you see on Real Housewives, bad example, they get paid. But that's why you see on Real Housewives, they're always promoting a business, because once the show goes off the air, like for the season or whatever, then it's like, what do we do now? How do I make money? What if you spend frivolously to keep up your image? You have to have those side hustles. You get what I'm saying? So that's crazy about Mandy Moore. They need to go ahead and pay Mandy Moore her money. That makes me sick. I'm just saying. Okay, this video is 46 minutes long. No one's going to watch this, but we press on. I'm hanging out with y'all, period. Cass said, I know the Kardashian fan because of you and Madison, but have never watched a single episode. Cass, you should check it out. Honestly, if you watch it and just don't take it seriously, I guarantee you will probably enjoy it. Especially the earlier seasons, it was very silly in the beginning. And as time went on and, they mature and they become adults, it gets a little bit more serious. But the essence of the Kardashian has always been like fun, goofy family that always is going to look out for each other no matter what. Like, if I were pitching that show to someone, like, that is how I would pitch it. Because, yeah, Kanye, yeah, high fashion, yeah, they got money, yeah, they live in Calabasas, yeah, da 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 da. But if you strip all of that away, they're that family, with mad kids, and they all only hang out with each other for the most part. And God forbid you talk about one of them, because if they're going to roll up on you. That's very much the Kardashian kind of like recipe. And if you watch the show, I hope you would agree with me. I hope I'm not like overselling it, but that's how I look at it. Amanda said they are in a better place with looks because of their cosmetic surgeries. Fair to say. I want to ask you guys, do you feel less bad for the Kardashians having real life insecurities because they have money? Because, Amanda, you're absolutely right. They can fix their things with cosmetic surgery, ears, lipo, get a neck roll out, sucked out. But you can always fix the outside, but maybe not so much the inside. So maybe, let's just say maybe Kylie got her ears fixed, allegedly. We don't know. But then all of a sudden she look in the mirror and finds something else, because throughout the years, there was always someone in her family making a comment about her body. Interesting. On top of the whole world making comments about her body. I'm glad that her or Chris or whoever had the idea was smart enough to turn Kylie's trauma into $1 billion business. Because I don't know if y'all remember, but we was on Kylie's ass back then, 2016, 2015, over them lips. Any little thing Kylie did to her face, we was on her ass. And the only way a lot of that stopped was when the lip kits came out. Once the lip kits came out and she was on Snapchat, and everyone all of a sudden wanted lips like Kylie, everyone that wasn't black all of a sudden wanted lips like Kylie, then it became, oh, Kylie's cool. But before that, y'all was making fun of her flat face. Y'all was making fun of the fact that she was making out with Jaden Smith in the movie theater, and he came out with the foundation all over his face. Y'all was dragging her. So I'm kind of glad that, hell, if you're gonna make fun of me, at least let me get a bag. And one of the biggest ones. You get what I'm saying? I just wanted to present that. Y'all know I'll be going on and on and on. Stella said, oh wait, let me read C. C said, Waffle House told Lana Del Rey, if you want to film a video here, you got to do a whole shift. That's my theory. Lana Del Rey. Stella said, I prefer the long videos, actually. That's how I feel about Lana Del Rey. No shade. C said, paying to look completely different, having a blueprint you curate, then crying about it is wild to me. Fair. Totally, completely fair. Maybe you feel like they really thought they were doing something having that conversation. Should have had that conversation before you went and got all that work done. Totally fair opinion. I feel that. Amanda said, exactly, but they won't do the work to fix the real issue. I agree. What would you guys like to, what would be satisfying for you in terms of the Kardashians doing something to improve body image? What would you want to see them do? That's my question out of genuine curiosity. They did it right on Starbucks today, y'all. But while y'all do that, I do want to bring this up because I wanted to talk to y'all about this live. Y'all, we're not going to drag him. Y'all, who is this man? Who is this man? Who is this man? Can y'all tell me who this man? I don't know who this man is. Y'all, who is this man? With a spatula in his hand. Look like he called Dan. Who is this man? Y'all, I don't know if you know. Ariana Grande was married. Ariana Grande was married. Is married. Let's keep it real, because that's my girl, but we're going to keep it real. Ariana Grande is married to Dalton Gomez, the real estate, blah, blah, blah. Dalton. All of a sudden, I woke up the other day, because y'all know I've been doing my daily uploads, y'all, on here, my daily uploads after my positive affirmations on TikTok. I opened up Pop Crave up on the Twitter. You know, we stand Miss Pop Crave. And all of a sudden, it's like Ariana Grande and Dalton have separated. That was like the top of the week. Ariana Grande and Dalton have separated. Then at the end of that first day, it was like Ariana Grande and Dalton are surprised nobody realized they have been separated since the top of the year. Ariana, you obviously ain't want us in your business, so why you surprised? First of all, we ain't even going, girl, we could talk about that in person, girl, if we ever meet, girl. That's first of all. Then the second day was, oh, Dalton is moving on. He's already dating other people, this, that, and the third. Okay, but then after that, it was Dalton is devastated and he's going to try to win Ariana Grande back. That was in the video. I did a video about that. So I was like, okay, Dalton is going to try to give it a go. Girl, while I woke up yesterday and Ariana Grande done went to Bikini Bottom, bitch. Ariana Grande is dating Ethan Slater, girl. Ethan Slater is a Tony-nominated actor, performer, and he is her co-star in the Wicked film. They're in the Wicked film together. Ariana, look at them, y'all. Ariana Grande and Ethan. Hi, Ethan. Good morning. He also played SpongeBob in SpongeBob the Musical. Ethan, look at him. A little bit of more tea about Ethan Slater is Ethan was married to his high school sweetheart, right? Is married to his high school sweetheart. And they have a child together, a son, and he refuses to let the public know the name of the son. I'm not looking at the comments right now. And I just want to review. Class, can we just review? So Ariana Grande is married to Dalton Gomez, and they separated early this year. Ethan Slater, this man with the spatula, SpongeBob, Ethan is married to his high school sweetheart, and they have a baby together. And he was posting about her on Instagram like 2 months ago for like Mother's Day. So Ariana Grande is married, and Ethan is married. If 1 + 1 is 2, and 2 + 2 is 4, did y'all leave y'all husband and wife for each other? Speculation, not confirmation. Ariana Grande, ponytail. Did you leave Dalton for Ethan? And Ethan, did you leave wifey for Ari? Y'all. Here's the thing. This is the tea. People are like, Courtney, girl, I'm not believing it. This a rumor. And granted, technically, it's still a speculation, not yet confirmed. But I want us to look at the evidence. When the news came out that Ariana Grande and Dalton had separated, y'all heard me. By the end of the day, we had a statement from Ariana and Dalton like, we're surprised that y'all are surprised that we're surprised that y'all ain't even realize. When the news came out about this, oh, y'all, it's been 24 hours. Mums is, I mean, maybe if I get off this, I could check, but mums is the word. As of right now, Ariana ain't said nothing. And you want to know what happened? Actually, Ethan went and made that Instagram private. What's the tea, y'all? Because I know y'all wanted to be a rumor so bad. I wanted to be a rumor so bad, no shade, unless she's happy. But like, I'm just saying, something in the buttermilk is not clean. I know we want it to be a rumor, but Ariana clearly is in the business of clearing it up, like she did with Dalton. Now she's with Ethan. She said ain't nothing to clear up because we're together. That's how I'm looking at it, through the magnifying glass. Because you see a little bit closer with the magnifying glass. What are we thinking, y'all? I'm gonna click on over to the comments now. I done gave y'all my piece. What are we thinking, y'all? Let me scroll up. Amanda, you a mess. Amanda said, goofy looking. You better leave Ariana alone. Mercedes said, why do the guys she goes for look like they could be her relatives? I'm going to say no comments. Good morning, Lindsay. She's back, baby. Missed you, Courtney. I live for the tidbit teas coming out. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for the support on the shorter videos. I just want to revitalize my channel and just see y'all more. So that's where that came from. C said, that's your man. Look at the screen. Girl, see. Cass said, good for Ethan, man. He must have something going on to get Ariana Grande. It's Pete Davidson all over again. See, Cass? We see each other. We here. We good. Because that's exactly how I felt. I said, it must be something about him. Something about these funny guys that if you can make Ariana Grande laugh, it's a wrap. And that's another reason why I'm inclined to believe this, because one relationship ends and all of a sudden she's got a joker in the wings. I'm not mad at it. And also, maybe they got stuff in common. They both like musicals and they both know how to leave their spouse. I'm just saying. And it's no tea, it's no shade. If you left Dalton, you left Dalton. And y'all, hold on, let me put this down. And a report came out talking about Dalton didn't like that Ariana Grande always had to travel around with security, this, that, and the third. Girl, good night and go. Do you know who you married? Do you understand who you married? Do you understand the tragedy that this young lady had to go through at Manchester? And you're over here mad at security? Do you want to get got, sir? Don't make me mad. C said, oh, it's messy, messy. Stella said, is it just me or does it seem like everyone is now treating marriage just like dating? LOL. I am so confused with people. Stella, for me, I think that when it comes to separation, I mean, their divorces sometimes take a very long time. So, I mean, do you really want to sit around and wait a year or two for a divorce to be official when your soulmate could walk right by you? That is what I imagine the thought process would be when it comes to separation, marriage, and divorce. That's just my 2 cents. She said Ariana told us she's on Demon Time on that Positions album. Just give me them babies, she sang. Cass said, well, that's a good point. The math ain't mathing. It was just something that I mean, I just keep seeing that he didn't divorce her. Obviously, we know Ariana and Dalton that divorce ain't that fast official. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden y'all dating and you ain't clearing it up. I'm just, what's going on? What's going on? Stella said it could be a rumor to get hype around Wicked, I guess, but I don't know. Seems a little sus. Yes, you know, with the writer's strike, the strike in general, you know, Wicked is affected. So, I mean, we're gonna have to see. Amanda said, do you think they're together? They are together? I think they're together. I just feel like if Ariana wanted to clear it up, if it were that crazy, if it were that wild, if it were something that were image tainting, someone from Ariana Grande's camp would have came out and said, girl, this is a rumor. We laughing, girl. Leave us alone. Wicked, November 2025, whenever it come out. You know what I mean? So it was just very, very interesting. I'm not hating on her if she's dating. Especially if you're separated, you're separated. And he's already dating. So if she's dating, I don't see what the problem is. I just was I didn't know who this man was. I ain't know him. Y'all, I don't know this man. But I guess if he's really dating Ariana Grande, we're going to find out. Now, last little bit of news, y'all. Y'all know I love my girl, Selena Gomez. And she uploaded a TikTok, a little bit of like a behind the scenes moment of her and her Only Murders in the Building co-stars. And you already know me. I'm going to just go ahead and just show it to y'all.
Marty, do you have your lines memorized?
No, why?
Really?
Oh, well, okay, cue me. Oh.
And there we go. You have all your lines memorized, Steve?
I've said them enough, I should, and I have them written right here, just before we go. I have my lines circled, but I made a huge mistake. I was reading Marty's lines, and now I don't know a thing.
So what?
Do you guys like Only Murders in the Building? I mean, it's award-winning for a reason. Is it award? It's award-winning, right? I don't remember if it's award-winning. It's definitely nominated. But shout out to Selena, all of them. I watched the first season. I finished it. I think I'm going to go ahead and watch the second season to give it a try. It kind of won me over a little bit in the first season. I just thought that the humor mystery thriller aspect of it didn't get me all the way, but I'm going to go ahead and watch the season 2 and watch this next season when it comes out because I know they work incredibly hard. And y'all know I love to support Selena any way that I can. Y'all like it? Mercedes said, LOL, that was cute. Papa Smurf said, Justin Bieber. What's Justin Bieber up to? I don't even know, to be honest. Hopefully staying out of trouble so we don't have to drag him here. Cass said, yep, I agree. She's definitely with him. Oh, going back to, okay, Ariana's with Ethan, y'all. That's just how I feel. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna skedaddly do. All of my important links are down in the description box below. If you need skincare, if you need gym clothes, hit up my Amazon storefront. If you want free Amazon Prime video trial, I've got that in my Stan store. My Spotify playlist is also in my Stan store. If you want help from me on how to get on reality TV, that is in my Stan store. Everything is down in the description box below. So you're going to want to check all those links in order to stay connected with me. If you're ever missing me, I go live on TikTok every weekday, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We watch The Circle over there. You can ask me all the questions that you've always wanted to ask me, and I would love to have you always. But I appreciate you guys being here with me. Give this video a like on your way out because no one's going to watch it because it's over an hour. So give this video a like, share it with your friend who has too much time on their hands to hear about celebrities. And don't you forget that the world keeps spinning, and so shall you. Look both ways before you cross the street and treat your friends with kindness, like Harry Styles says. And next Friday, I'll see you guys live. But until then, I'll see you Monday for another Kiki with Mimi. I love you guys.